won the one game, but they've been in winning positions in all three of the matches.
Yeah, whilst that hard concept, I want to make sure of today. What a scenario where they're saying they played okay and have only won one game. Look at the bowling. Not particularly economical in a game that's going at round about 10s. 3 versus 4 in the table. Yeah, one there, mind you. To make sure they make it too.
Juggling continues from Glenn Maxwell now, Mitch Owen. So he's bowled the 7th, 11th, and now 15th over. Haven't seen many back-to-back overs in this game from any bowler. One of the features of Glenn Maxwell's captaincy. What was said at that strategic timeout to these two batters? Does the intent go up?
Yeah, I think it had gone up already. They're over before that timeout. See that they're looking to try and get going, get on a roll. And if they can do so for the 6 that remain and 7 counting the one before. And then they'll feel that they can get to what is a challenging total. Which comes at a time they didn't really want, that strategic timeout. It just sort of spoils the flow a little bit. Still, nothing you can do. To look at those stake projected scores at 9-6, they want more than that. They really do. Would have been watching what happened with TSK yesterday.
Just the one. For Bracewell, they've had 4 fielders deep on the leg side boundary. That is into the wind. Does it continue for Pooran? Deep fine leg, deep backward square, deep mid wicket, and deep long on. No one is in the circle. So Owen's length and his line as well has got to be straight. And now does Pooran maybe back away and try to open up the offside with the wind? There is a deep cover and Maxwell's going to long off. So he's making a change. One of the leg side fielders comes in. So they've got 2 fielders now on the offside. Lots of changes of pace from this freedom bowling night.
You've got to say wisely so. Having assessed, you were talking earlier about power play wickets, none here. We've been trying to work out, okay, what do we do here? How is it that we can sort of have the game in our control? Just make sure it's not easy to line up. There isn't a sameness to the deliveries, you just keep delivering it. And batters can get accustomed to the pace of the pitch and line everything up and just hit through the line, or look to just swing at it. Still got to land them. And that's far, I think they've done a decent enough job. The game going sort of closer to 10s. Owen at 7.5.
Pooran's quote-unquote struggle hasn't been a lack of intent or trying. He's tried to hit the ball, tried to find the boundary. It's amazing how sometimes the gamble of a captain taking off bowlers that take wickets. 30, we'd be sitting here saying, why is he not bowling?
Yeah, and it's not, I don't think it's a gamble at all. And some will say, oh, if a guy gets a wicket, then he should bowl again. Not necessarily, because job is done. And if you take each over as single events rather than connect everything together, then you move on, don't you?
Again, a change of pace, and again, the denial of a boundary. They pull things back nicely. 143 for 2 after 15.
As a business owner, I've got a lot on my plate. That's why I use ZipRecruiter to hire. ZipRecruiter has this feature called Zip Intro. I chose the time, and it did all of the work of finding and scheduling the candidates for me. I just picked my top choices and talked to great people the very next day. The plan was to hire 2 people, but the candidate quality was so good, I wound up hiring 4 in a week.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Try it free only at ZipRecruiter.com/Willow.
Conceded 70 in the power play and just 73 in the 9 overs thereafter. So the changes of pace, the changes of bowling options by Glenn Maxwell has worked thus far. Now he's being brave. He's bringing himself on with the 2 left-handers.
Yeah, big over this. Looking for a wicket, but it's risky. Because what he will know, being off the same ilk as Nicholas Pooran is, should a spinner come on at this stage, he'd look to take him down. So he knows that Pooran's coming at him, but he's got the ball going away from him. And he's got to hit his length perfectly. What he's got to avoid is an easy ball, easy one to just hit out the ground being too full, and he can just swing at it. Those first couple were pretty good, nicely into the pitch.
That was a flighted one. Love the trust though, the belief after not bowling for the season. To come in with Nicholas Pooran there facing 28 deliveries. Bracewell also set. Believe in yourself to bowl this 16th over.
He's not flighting one for Pooran.
That was pretty good.
Correct.
So the next 4, does he go back to Holland? He's got 1 of Owen. Jack Edwards has only bowled 2. Welcome to feature as well, so he's got options. That one was slower. This has been a great decision by Glenn Maxwell, full of bravery. And Nicholas Pooran has not had the most fluent innings. It comes to an end.
You just wondered how long it would go. And we're waiting for when he might try to take it on to try and go to the boundary. Said at the start of the over, courageous but risky as well, because he knows what he's going to try and do. It's paid off beautifully for Glenn Maxwell. Gets the big wicket of Nicholas Pooran. He's gone for 33. It's 147 for 3.
Games, 3 impactful knocks from Kyle Pollard, striking out over 200 in his return to playing cricket. Of course, a couple of roles now as a batting coach, but the Freedom's first wicket to spin for me, hitting with the wind.
Yeah, I think it's all about the length. It's a really well bowled over. Antenna up, the knowledge of what the batter's trying to do, and he hit his mark. Excellent work.
Alright, these next 4, all up to Pollard and Bracewell. 148 for 3.
Excellent.
You'll never miss a Desi moment with Desi Natural. Every moment, big or small, it's deliciously Desi, authentically Desi, always Desi.
Well, guys, I might have had another job. I've taken over Vinu, who's over there with the ground room in his position. I'm going to Trent Kelly, the head raider here so far. Trent, we're about to go out here in the mid-innings break. What we go out and sweep up the game at the mid-innings. And then 7 minutes on the roll. Choose between
बंद करनी इस भले
quite come off. I don't mind it. At least Stalanka has jumped. Thought processes though for the bowlers tonight.
Yeah, this is what Jack Edwards does more often than not. However, it was wide of off stump, so that allowed Bracewell just to free his arms through. And because it was a slower ball as well, he had a little bit of extra time just to pick everything up.
Time that. So yeah, smarts from Jack Edwards. Well, I think you would have loved this, Lisa Stalanka. Captain v captain.
Offie v Offie. Yeah, the line was really important, and also the pace as well that Maxwell bowls. Slight variations. Finger spinners aren't known to be big turners of the ball. So what they try to do is vary where they deliver it on the crease, but also the pace as well.
Pollard of Bracewell. They did it the other night. They finished the Orcas off, didn't they? So they got a job done. Now, Pollard, perfect time for them. I think 16 overs gone pretty much, and he's in it just to get a little sighter, get a feel for the surface, pace and stuff, the bowlers he's up against, and then just think about how he's going to take down a couple of other fellows he's going to be up against. Velka's got one to go, so's Markadeer. Maxwell's bowled out. This is Edwards' third. Hello! And goodbye for four. Bracewell starting to lift the tempo. 17 done, it's 159 for three.
As a business owner, I've got a lot on my plate. That's why I use ZipRecruiter to hire. ZipRecruiter has this feature called Zip Intro. I chose the time, and it did all of the work of finding and scheduling the candidates for me. I just picked my top choices and talked to great people the very next day. The plan was to hire 2 people, but the candidate quality was so good, I wound up hiring 4 in a week.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Try it free only at ZipRecruiter.com/Willow.
He took a while to get going too the other night. Mentioning there, Lisa. Looked at 50 and 35. He really was struggling to get a first gear. Very sensibly, he and Pollard got together and did the job. So, yeah, he's had time in the middle. He's in a little bit of touch here with form. Kyron Pollard. Up against Mitch Owen. He's bowling his last. His fourth. Saturday double headers. We've got the Seattle Orchids up against those Los Angeles Knight Riders. Orchids are really going to have to pull finger. And then Washington Freedom against the home side. Texas Super Kings. He's a bit of a pool player too, is Corin Pollard.
Quite right in the middle of the bat. Cue it up, as we would say. Yeah, match number 12, Seattle Orchids. LA Knight Riders still searching for their first victory. That's at 2:45 local time. And then in the evening, Washington Freedom against the home side, the Texas Super Kings.
Smoke and Fuff. He has been. 100 here last night. Wasn't good enough though in the end. The team tracked down at 16.1. Oh.
Harris Ralph, the Remitly leading wicket takers. 11 wickets so far. For Ahmed in Holland, third position with 7 wickets. Jack Edwards as well. So two Washington Freedom bowlers up there.
Owen. Went slower. Travelka. Yeah, no one's going to get anywhere near the Samin. Just a nice little bit of guidance and had to hustle. Graceful in the end. Well done.
Yeah, just a little click nicely, just moved across and helped it. It's really important that Bracewell and Pollard really do accelerate. We saw last night that the Texas Super Kings, 38 for 4 in their last 5. He's spoken at the post-match presentation that he spoken at the post-match presentation that he was 25 runs short. Partnerships at the back end, not losing wickets, and also both players able to find the boundary as soon as they come out is really crucial. So Pollard probably got maybe another 1 or 2 deliveries before he really needs to start going. You know, when he does, he goes a long way. Yeah, it's just kind of tailing off.
Need a bit of those Dallas skyscrapers. Glass and steel everywhere. Mirror buildings in uptown Dallas. Well, you've been walking around some exercise Dallas, haven't you? You mentioned cellar dwellers, orcas and night riders. Gentlemen, give yourselves an uppercut. On with it. Lexus team standing. Still early days. Well, slower one. Take one and be happy, Michael. Very short. 18 done 166 for 3. Gorgeous scenes here. Lovely sunset. Bit of breeze in. Still very, very warm. June 21st after all. Longest day in the Northern Hemisphere. The shortest solstice down under. No, Lisa, we're not howling. It's the sunset. Full moon. Some of us have a bit of moon style haircut. It's gorgeous sunset. Oh. A dozen deliveries to go here at the back end of this innings. Netravelka with his last over. Oh, it's a beauty. Oh, I thought he didn't get anything on there. Maybe just drifting down a little bit. What a good place to bowl. A little bit of battlement, perhaps.
Yeah, nice and full. Really going for the Yorker. Just sliding in as well. Yeah, just get some bat on it. That's why it goes down and then up into the pad.
Missing anyway, just that line and that angle, just slanting in. Netravelka. Yeah, get the old sand shoe crusher in there. Couple of our Messrs. Bracewell and Pollard will try and get underneath you with them. mighty big shot. Yorker, then a slow, fuller wide one.
It seems harder, doesn't it? Lots of pace-off deliveries into the pitch, whether it be Natravalka, Edwards, Holland. They're all understanding. You do not go pace on and up into that hitting area. As I mentioned, really important for Pollard now. He's got to find the boundary. Otherwise, MI New York are going to be well short of the par total.
Trevell just wants to subtly make Pollard wait. Pollard normally does it so often with his captain or he's bowling himself, Kyron Pollard. Makes the batter wait, then he tweaks the field. Okay, Polly, time to unleash. Let's see. Well bowled, beautifully bowled. Took all the air out of the ball, as we say on the trade. Wasn't a wide. Wasn't going to put his back out, trying to get contact. KP.
Yeah, I love it. Taking it out of that hitting arc, going very close to that wide line. Oh, big man. He's got a tree trunk for a bat as well.
Yeah, KP. 24 and 3.5. Very good on a batting surface. To redo this one. Did go across though, and the bowler's going, really? Come on, Mr. Knights. Pollard went a page and a half across.
I think there should be an allowance just down. You can actually see there's a little white dot, which is a guideline. And it did go over that. I know Sean Pollock has all been about ensuring that the leg side comes into play as well.
Cat. Yeah. Reaction Revenge was always struggling there. The bowler doesn't like it, but as been told, first boundary after 10 balls. Yeah, the bowler didn't like it, but it was always running away with that breeze, you see. The breeze would have helped it.
A well-needed boundary. The last 30 deliveries, just the 40 runs for 1 wicket. He's just trying to get his timing of his feet right to be able to dive, and then it probably was tailing back into him. And when you're going full pelt, not happy.
Yeah, last night, Texas Super Kings, last 5 overs for them, only went to 38, lost wickets. Colleagues were saying that, you're saying it, everyone's on their case about it. Come on, Mr. Pollard. Job, very good at it too, just quietly. Oh! Let's have a look. I think this is tight. Getting those, what you said, the tree trunk of a bat. What about the tree trunk of the big guy? Get them going.
वो ये ठेठे मुझे भी नहीं पता हाँ हाँ क्या भले
Oh dear. Mr. Pollard left those running shoes
नाश्ता
at
करो
home.
ये
A
भले
sprinting one.
नाश्ता करो ये
Good
देर
night.
थी इसने
That's it for you. He's out of here. Lovely bounce throw. Little skimmer.
रिपोर्टिंग
Yeah,
टाइम तो
not
6 बजे
sure.
होने
10 to 12
रिपोर्टिंग
inches.
टाइम 6 बजे होने
Yeah, Pollard, 9 from 9.
पर उन्हें नाम
Hashtag
लाया
not good
जल्दी
enough.
चली आसने
173 for 4 here. Yeah, another dot. What a great over. A wicket, 7 only off, 173 for 4.
Washington Freedom have been able to do. Last 30 deliveries, 36 runs just for 2 wickets. So it just shows you at the back end of the innings, in the first innings, it is hard to score runs. We saw that last night.
Heath Richards has come out of the middle. He just faced the one delivery. Hasn't got off the mark. Another young expat South African making his way here in the United States. It's Pollard. He realised he had to